Well, would you trust a traffic reporter?
Hey.
I mean, you listen to Kent Roberts every morning, you go, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Would you trust someone that's been blind since they were born? And he's been doing it for 17 years. He's also a film critic of some note. In fact, so much so that he has his own website. We're talking about Tommy Edison, which is a great name, isn't it? Hello, Tommy. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Millsy. What's happening?
Not much, mate. How can you possibly do all these things if you've been blind since you were born?
Well, I mean, I don't let anything stand in my way. I mean, doing the traffic, for example, is, if I could see, I'd be in a room with no windows and a computer and scanners and telephones and stuff, and I can't see, and that's the same stuff that's in the room now, so it doesn't make a difference. You don't have to see to do it.
All right, so you can get all that information and obviously converse it with your audience, and you've been doing that both morning and nights for, 17 years, is that correct?
I've been doing it forever, yeah. I wish you wouldn't say it like that. I'd like to say 2 months less than Justin Bieber's been alive.
What did you think of Kent Roberts, my traffic man? You just heard his traffic report?
He's good. I like him, and very good. I like that there was a little garden bag in the roadway there. That's fantastic. I always call that debris of the week.
Oh, really? Okay, we might put that one down as a reference there, debris of the week. Like it. How did you first get an opportunity to do that?
To be honest, I was working at a radio station, and the woman actually who was doing the traffic at the time left to go work in television. And so the program director said, "Do you want to do this?" I said, "Sure, why not?" Because, I mean, it's just about being on the radio, right? It doesn't matter what you do.
Sure.
I've been doing it ever since, so it's great fun.
Okay, and you've never got it wrong? You haven't had anyone play a prank on you?
Well, no. I mean, if there's somebody, like, I get a lot of calls. I'm very fortunate. I have a lot of listeners that call in when they see stuff on the roads, like you guys do too. Yep. And I'm very fortunate that way, and they're very good to me. And sometimes if I don't know somebody, I'll call, I'll check with cops and make sure that it's legit, and then put it on the radio.
I'm intrigued to see you as a respected film critic. How do you watch a film, and where do you watch it, and how do you review it?
Okay, well, what we do is we go to the movies. Now, because I work, right, so I have to explain my schedule a little bit. So I'm up at 5 o'clock. Well, I'm up at 3 in the morning to be to work at 5. So what we'll do is on a Thursday night, we'll go see a new movie at midnight because they start at 12 or 1. So we'll go to the movies, and then we'll go back to the Blind Film Critic World Headquarters studios there, and we'll shoot the piece, and then I'll split and go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. So it's a bit of a rock and roll night. Okay.
And your reviews, are they well received?
Yeah, we've been very fortunate with that too. I mean, the first time we did one, the first review we did was for Scream 4 back a few months ago, and Roger Ebert tweeted my review, so I couldn't believe it. I mean, that's high praise, right?
Absolutely. And you obviously had people that have rung you and made contact with you, at least, after one of your reviews is being put into print?
Yeah, well, there was just a piece in one of the local papers here in New Haven, Connecticut, which is like the third largest paper in the state. And people have been starting to talk about it again. It's been tweeted around a lot. And then you guys got in contact with me, so this is very cool.
Yeah. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time? There's a bunch of them. I really liked Crash a lot. I thought that movie was great. Goodfellas, of course. I mean, come on, we all love Goodfellas, right?
Yeah.
With De Niro and Joe Pesci and stuff.
Yeah.
What else? I mean, of the summer, I would say my two favorites of the summer have to be Bridesmaids and Crazy Stupid Love. Those are the two that I've seen that I've just absolutely fell in love with.
Do you find, though, because you can't see, that your ear is more acute and you can pick up stuff that perhaps we don't, and maybe judge actors differently because of that?
You know what? No, I don't think so. I think that the thing that bugs me about the current movies, that there's a lot of CGI, the computer-generated imagery. And for me, when they use that stuff, it sort of says, we don't have much of a story here, so let's make it nice to look at.
Who's got the best voice as far as an actor or an actress is concerned?
Well, Joe Pesci's got a great voice. I don't know. It's, De Niro, of course, when he's, getting crazy and stuff. Like Emma Stone sounds great. I don't know. I never really think of that somebody is having a great voice. I just like that they can pull off the character and stuff.
Have you been to a 3D movie?
Yeah, but I saw a few 3D movies. The glasses didn't really work.
So you can't recommend them either way.
No, you know what? They charged me extra for the glasses.
Do they really? That's a bit average, isn't it? It's worth looking at his site. Tommy's got a site. It's called blindfilmcritic.com, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of Aussies that'll jump on and have a gander. And what would you say to people perhaps that have been blind from birth, that we know there's a lot in Perth doing some great things, but you'd encourage them to test their dreams?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, because, like, I'm doing things that I'm not supposed to be doing, right? I'm doing the traffic on the radio, and people because there are listeners, I've been doing it, like I said, for a long time.
Yeah.
And there are people that are surprised every day. They go, oh, you are? I never knew. You know, well, geez, I don't sound blind, you know, so it's okay. But people are surprised by it all the time. So I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to do. And it's, you know what, I'm having so much fun doing it. And the film critics, and people always, you know, a lot of people say, you can't even see it. How could you go to the movies, you know? But there's not much to see, really. If it's a great story and great acting, there's not much to see.
You're a great guy, mate. Good to catch up, and hopefully we'll see you down under one day.
Oh, man, I'd love to come down. I've never been, so I'm dying to go.
All right, good on you. Thanks for joining us this morning. Appreciate it.
Millsy, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Tommy Edison there, blindfilmcritic.com if you want to check his work out. He's inspiring, isn't he?
Absolutely. Imagine going to the movie with him. What's happening now?
That's right. It would be annoying.